Hi, you're in for some super tips on success, but before I do that, let me share an experience of mine. In the last 10 years, I have added 10 kgs to my frame. I'm extremely conscious, want to lose weight, and I've been battling this problem for several years. But the minute I lay my eyes on that absolutely delicious rasgulla, or the heavenly samosa, or the box of chocolates, I can't resist it. I tell myself, I'll start my weight loss from tomorrow, and that tomorrow never comes. I want to look lean and fit, but I just love my dal chawal. And obviously, the result, no success in losing weight. So what is the reason that even though I want to lose weight and look fit, I'm unable to do that? Well, the answers are simple. It is not something that I was serious about achieving as a goal. And I've been telling myself, at this age, you look our age with some weight on. These are just ways to chid myself and not give a clarity and purpose of why I must be fit and lean. I set a resolution this new year after finding a dozen skirts that I was wearing some 7 years ago and would now just not fit into. That enough is enough. I have better become serious about this aspect of my life too, which is my health. I have a purpose now why I want to lose weight, and my mind believes that it is possible to lose weight at this age. If Amir Khan the actor can lose 15 kgs at 50 plus, then surely I too can lose at least 7 kgs. And believe me, the journey to lose weight has begun. I'm up at 6 a.m. regularly for a run, followed by a nourishing but healthy diet, and the scales are for the first time showing a positive result of losing just over a kg in less than 10 days. Through the years of my experiences, I have seen that success in an endeavor can be planned, implemented and achieved if you know the 5 steps to success. So I'm sure you want to know what are the 5 steps. Well, the first thing is to have a purpose. Know why do you want to achieve success in what you want to do. Is it important for you to achieve that? Or is it just something you want to put your hands in and tick mark as yes, you too attempted it? If the reasons are strong, you will always see results. Outcomes are the direct output of the need to achieve something. If the need is a dying need, there will be no force that will stop you from achieving it. I have seen up-team examples of people achieving when they've realized that there is no option available for them. Self-realization and understanding the criticality of why you must achieve the goal is the driver of achievement. Priyanka Chopra, the actress, has no godfather in the industry, but it was always a purpose to excel and achieve new goals, one after another, which has seen her trying to find a new purpose, leading to a new achievement. She entered Miss India, went on to become Miss World. She became a successful actress, endeavored to be a singer, came up with success there, and then ambitiously wanted to carve a niche for herself on the international arena and went on to become a global star, something which no Indian actor has ever achieved. It shows the power of having a true purpose. The second most important thing is an undying belief that you can achieve it, as that is the real stimulant to your mind. If the belief is there, your mind will drive you to the path of achievement. It is always said that battles are not lost in real life. They are first lost in our mind. Our mind and belief is something which is the driver of success or failure. I'm a strong believer of what the book, The Secret, advocates. What goes on in the mind and the subconscious mind affects what happens to us. I'm sure you must have seen many competitive games where the opposite team attacks the mind, and it is that moment how your mind controls and reacts to that you define success or failure. How belief can be a driver to real success cannot be better explained than by the story of Jim Carrey, the actor. He believed strongly that he was born to be famous, and in the year 1987, even though he was a nobody, struggling to make a mark in Hollywood, he began to believe that he had it. He had the interest of the directors who inspired him. He began to believe that he was working in great banners. He had success, so much so that he wrote a check of 10 million dated 1995 and kept it in his wallet. The check, over the years, kept deteriorating in the wallet, but his belief in himself kept driving him passionately to achieve what he wanted to, sweating it out, working on developing himself because he believed he would be highly successful. And by 1995, he was signed in to get the amount of 10 million, which was the amount he had written in the check that he would get. Belief in ourselves and our goals can be a great driver to success, but obviously, that does not mean that if we write a check and place it in our wallet, we will get it. It involves believing in it and single-mindedly working in the direction to achieve it. As someone has rightly said, that if you can see it, believe in it, then you can definitely achieve it. The third rule: understand your strengths and weaknesses and constantly hone your skills by learning and reading to fill the gaps of your weaknesses. We can never be perfect, but we can always keep introspecting to understand our strengths and weaknesses and work on acquiring the skills needed for achieving a goal. For example, Virat Kohli, as a player, did an exceptional job of that. After having a really bad series during his initial cricketing years, he realized that the problem was his stamina, fitness and lack of discipline, which was deterring him from achieving his goals, as he was competing with international cricketers like the Australians, who were fighting fit, having the stamina, energy and discipline to work towards being the best. With that self-realization, he took control of his eating habits, as well as pushing his body to endure more by working out so they could excel in all the three formats of the game: batting, bowling, fielding. The result? Virat not only went on to become the Indian captain, but today is doing the country proud with one achievement after another and is regarded as probably one of the finest players that the game of cricket has ever seen. The fourth rule is to set timelines with small achievements regularly in the time frame and manage your time well, doing what is most important to do and achieve your defined success goal. It is not that in one day you will achieve all you want, but if you keep giving yourself a time frame to go behind and accordingly work to achieve that, you will open the next window of opportunity. When we get on the path of achieving something, our experiences and exposure automatically help us learn and train us to start working on the next big thing. The other day, I was reading about all the great authors who are very disciplined, and every day they write anything from at least 500 to a minimum 1,000 words. And that is the recipe of being a successful writer. This discipline does not break even when they are traveling. So be it Hemingway or Stephen King or back home Shobha Day, they have all professed that every day you have to be disciplined enough to write if you want to be a writer. Rule number 5. Be persistent and have a solution-oriented approach. Most people start with a lot of passion, but very soon their resolve starts to wane down. There will be obstacles and hindrances in the journey to success, but nothing happens without learning to deal with such hindrances. There will be a solution to every problem you encounter, but be open-minded enough to find a solution. And if one path doesn't work out, choose another path. India's most famous actor, called a legend now, Amitabh Bachchan, is a classic case of how persistent efforts with innovation to change with the times can change your destiny. When he began his career, he had a stint of flops. He was not the traditional chocolate-faced actor, but he didn't think they were a deterrent in his chosen path. And he redefined the Indian mainstream actor as an angry young man creating a larger-than-life image for himself. When he entered the political scene, he was tainted with a Burford scandal. He was unable to play the lead with the same finesse as he was growing older. Further, in 1992, he decided to sponsor the Miss World in Bangalore, and his company ABCL was hit with huge financial losses. He was almost bankrupt. People started writing him off. But here was a man who could have declared himself bankrupt, but he did not do that. He went to the banks who had financed him and said, "Give me time, I'll pay back every penny I owe you." He reinvented himself and his look and did what no actor in the mainstream would do. He decided to be a part of a show on the small screen. India witnessed a revolution in television watching as Kaun Banega Crorepati debuted on TV, and the streets would be empty as people were glued, watching the charming Amitabh Bachchan make the dreams of many ordinary people true through the power of the prize money. At 76 years, he's a legend as he keeps updating himself, effectively using the social media to be on top of his chosen field as people still write scripts for him. Many counterparts of his faded away, in spite of being very talented, as they did not constantly work to innovate themselves, and they did not stretch themselves to learn new ways and means to keep things going for them. His story is a testimony of the fact that we are creators of our destiny by our thoughts and our efforts to achieve what we set for ourselves. Follow these 5 rules and see how success becomes your lifelong partner. If you like the video, please press the like button to encourage me to come out with better content, and do mention in the comment section if there is any topic you'd want me to work on to create a new video on. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel by pressing the bell button so that you have access to my latest videos. Signing off for now. Stay healthy and blessed till we meet again.